We are live. A very good afternoon to everybody. I hope you're all very well today and having a good weekend. My name's Jamie McGeechan. We're live here on the American Scottish Foundation Facebook page, and it's lovely to be here with you all. Hope you're all having a fine weekend wherever you may be. I'm here in St. Louis, Missouri, but from Ayr in Scotland originally, and really glad you can join us for some music this afternoon. My good friend Scott Macdonald will be doing some songs in a wee while. It's fantastic to hear and see Scott again. It's been a long time. We've done many a gig around Scotland together, so it's superb to see him perform again today. We've been doing these Sounds from Scotland online gigs for a couple of months now and had some brilliant performances. And although we can't be together in person, of course, it's fantastic that we can get a wee bit of music of a Sunday afternoon. I'm going to play a selection of my own material today. I think that's always good, hearing people's own original songs as well as a few covers in there as well. My story is that I come from Ayr in Scotland, but I've been here in St. Louis for just over a year now, and had some brilliant experiences playing around the US in previous years, some fantastic Scottish festivals around the country, and certainly we haven't had much of an opportunity to do that over the last year, but sincerely looking forward to travelling around again when possible. But until then, we've always got the online. Of course. This wee tune is called I Was Made for Loving You. I was made for loving you. Oh, in my heart, I swear that it's true. 'Cause I was made for loving you. Oh, in my heart, I swear it's true. And if you need me, won't you let me know? And if you need me, won't you let it show? Let it show. I was made for loving you. Oh, in my heart, well, I swear that it's true. I was made for loving you. Oh, in my heart, I swear it's true. And if you need me, won't you let me know? And if you need me, won't you let it show? Let it show. Let it show. Let it show. Let it show. Sometimes I leave just to arrive. Won't you stay with me tonight? 'Cause I was made for loving you. I was made for loving you, indeed. Wherever you may be, I hope you're doing all right. It has indeed been a weird time, but certainly for me, music has kept me buoyant. Music and love. I was going to say Iron Brew, but none of that because I've not had no access to Iron Brew. If you know any suppliers, do let us know. So yeah, we're here live on the American Scottish Foundation page for Sounds from Scotland. Part of the Sounds from Scotland initiative is we released an album on St Andrew's Day, November 30th, a brilliant collection of Scottish artists. Some you might know, some you might not, but that's available on the American Scottish Foundation Marketplace. This is another one of my songs called These Days. Said all my life I've been trying to find a little love and a peace of mind. Said all my life I've been trying to lose bad feelings for love and the ones we choose. I say when I'm on my own, and I'm losing control, I will remember all these days. I will remember all these days. Said all my life I've been trying to find a little love and a peace of mind. Said all my life I've been trying to prove bad feelings for love and the ones we choose. Bad feelings for love and the ones we lose. I say when I'm on my own, and I'm losing control, and I will remember all these days. I will remember all these days. These days. All these days. Coming out fast like you remember every way. These days. All these days. Coming out fast like you remember all these ways. Said all my life I've been trying to find a little love and a peace of mind. These days indeed. These days indeed. I hope you're all very well this afternoon. Where are you? Do let us know. It's always good to hear from you. And certainly one of the things that's kept me focused during all this is being creative, although there's always room for more. And I was writing a wee bit of poetry in the summer of last year, which I released a wee book called Glaikit, which in Scots means a bit daft, which I don't know about you, but certainly I can be Glaikit. It was a collection of poems about growing up, really, in Ayrshire in Scotland. I was born in Falkirk, but grew up in Ayrshire, and certainly enjoyed, and it kept me busy writing these poems. So here's a wee poem for you on a Sunday afternoon. This is called Wisdom. Often misplaced, but seldom lost. Always of value, no matter the cost. The years you thought you spent in vain, growing and learning in pleasure and pain. You may have more now than yesterday, but do you always listen to what your heart says? Share others, expect no reply, for theirs is their own, as yours is your cry. Wisdom. Whether I've got any of it, who knows? So why? What keeps you busy? What have you been doing during this time? Certainly recommend a wee bit of creativity. This poem is called Glaikit. I've been told I can look Glaikit sometimes, when here was me thinking I was on the ball. It's true that sometimes I'm utterly confuddled by the nature of it all. My face twists and contorts, straining as I think. I look as if I've lost it when I've had a drink. To be Glaikit is to be foolish, just another simple coof. Yet what great joy there is just to live and be aloof. That was called Glaikit. Yeah. Back to the tunes. This next song is called You Mean Something to Me, and I wrote this in my early 20s, and it's off my first album, High Hopes. You Mean Something to Me. This is for everybody out there who's finding this a bit of a challenging time. I think that's all it was. Where you wanna go in this day we share? When you wanna touch my heart, show you I care. All along the road I walk, looking on. Find some hope and I share it on. You mean something to me. You mean more than I see. No, be long with a hope we're strong. Will I meet you there? Will I meet you there? You mean something to me. You mean more than I see. On the road, where we walk, knowing life. Where you wanna go in this day we share? When you wanna touch my heart, sure I care. All along the road I walk, looking on. Find some hope and I share it on. Find some hope and I share it on. You mean something to me. You mean more than I see. Don't go on the road that we walk alone in life. No, go on the road for sacrifice, for sacrifice, for sacrifice, sacrifice. We wanna go in this daily shade. When you wanna touch my heart, surely I can. On one road I walk, looking on. Find some hope in our shaded dawn. Find some hope in our shaded dawn. You mean something to me. You mean more than I see. Something to me. You mean something to me. Aye, for everybody out there, I hope you're all doing very well. Hope you're doing all right. Keeping it together. Staying positive. Can I do a wee poem about my wee brother? His name's called Aidan. His name's Aidan. This is from my wee book, Glasgow. My wee brother is a joyous soul made of stars and fire. I never failed to be impressed by his sense of humour, his intelligence, or his ability to empathise with others. He may be younger than me, but I will always look to him as my equal, although soon he may well be taller than me. He is now. To have seen him grow from a very curious boy to crawling around, now to running rings around us all. Is he a musician, perhaps a future politician? I feel he makes the world a better place and will do so in future with his kindness, laughter, and his care for others. He inspires me, and I hope that I have inspired him also in some small way. I never thought I would be a brother, and it's the best role I've ever had. How sappy is that? This next one's called The Simple Joy of Walking. Put one foot in front of the other, and off you go, into a future unknown and full of promise. Often my ideas come to me while staring at the trees, wondering how long it took their branches to reach towards the sky. Passing strangers in the park, families at play, the birds singing joyful hymns of nature, the contents of the day. Walking is easy, walking is good. I think I'll go for a walk now. I think I really should. The simple joy of walking. Anybody been on any good walks recently? This next song's called 10 Ways. 10 ways to fall in love. 10 ways to have enough. When it all gets dark. When it all gets dark. 10 ways to lose my mind. 10 ways to fail to find what I left behind. What I left behind. Oh, I know I'm here with you. Oh, I know I'm here with you. If you want me to, want me fall apart in ways all fail to start. When it all gets dark. When it all gets dark. All I know, I'm here with you. All I know, I'm here with you. If you want me to stay, or you can leave me right away. All I know, I'm here with you. 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 I'm here with you. I was having a wee laugh to myself a short time ago because the star of the show is a wee dog in Glasgow. It's wee Sandy. Scott Macdonald's dog is having a great afternoon today. I don't know if you can see him on the screen, but you may see Sandy soon, as well as Scott Macdonald. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I hope you're having an okay weekend. Hope you're doing fine. Thanks so much for tuning in to Zero Sounds from Scotland via St. Louis, Missouri, of course. The next song I'm going to do is called High Hopes, as we're having high hopes for the future. Title of my debut album as well. What music have you been listening to over the last couple of months? Do let us know in the chat function. The next song's called Who Put Out the Fire. Put out the fire, put out the fire, put out the fire, put out the fire. Put out the fire, that thinking right, that river, that ocean, if you must come fly. Cold and dry. Put out the fire, that restless sea, that river, that ocean, if you must come through. Cold and true. Put Put out the fire, put out the fire, put out the fire, put out the fire. When you put out the fire, that look in your eye, that river, that ocean, that you must comply. Comply. Put out the fire, put out the fire, put out the fire, put out the fire. This one's called High Hopes. Make my way on back to where I can feel myself with you. Make my way down city streets, and the people that I meet ask me why. She got style and she got grace, it's all written on her face. Makes me believe in my high hopes, in my high hopes. Make my way on back to where I can view myself with you. Make my way down hidden lanes, I'm the feelings, I'm the flames. Ask me why. She got style and she got grace, it's all written on her face. Makes me believe in my high hopes, in my high hopes, in my high hopes, high hopes. Said I believe in, I don't wanna stay. Said I believe in, I don't wanna stay. Said I believe in, I don't wanna stay. Said I won't live in the arms of a woman to take my heart each and every day. High, high hopes. High, high hopes. She give me high, high hopes. High hopes. High hopes. High hopes. High hopes. High hopes. Something we all need, high hopes. Indeed. I'm going to do another wee poem. Another wee poem. This one's called The Kindness of Strangers. We live in a world where bad news travels fast and good deeds forgotten faster, where help sometimes comes from those we know, but more often from those we don't. And if it were not for the kindness of strangers, what little hope would we have? The truth is, most people want what you want, to be happy in their lives, to be healthy and safe. They are not dissimilar to you and I, though they might look different. They might have different beliefs or live in a different part of the world. We've been made to fear the stranger. That is everyone you don't yet know. But fear not and have an open heart always. Indeed. So I hope you're all having a fine afternoon. Thanks so much for tuning in to us here. always looking for folk to give us a wee tune here on the American Scottish Foundation page. If you fancy stretching your lungs sometime soon, get in touch with us. Let us know. Come and do a few tunes. This next song's called All I Need in Life. All I need in life is a little hope and faith. And all I need in life is a little love and grace. And hold on now to your dreams. Hold on, hold on. 'Cause all I need from you is a little smile and it's alright. All I need from you is a little love to make things rise. Hold on now to your dreams. Hold on, hold on. It's when the midnight hour arrives and the days go fast and heart to heart say I know that I loved you from the start. All I need in life is a little love to make things right. All I need in life is a little smile and it's alright. Hold on now to your dreams. Hold on. It's when we arrive in the days and the nights and hard to hide. Say I know that I loved you from the start. That I loved you from the start. This heart over mine, I won't be afraid to share with you. This heart over mine, I won't be afraid to share it with you. I'll share it with you. I'll share it with you. All I need in life is a little love to make things right. All I need in life is a little smile and it's alright. Hold on to your dreams. Hold Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hope you're all doing well, folks. Hope you're all doing well and having a fine weekend. And thanks so much for joining us here, Sounds from Scotland, on the American Scottish Foundation page. My name is Jamie McGeechan. Going to finish up with a wee poem. This one's called The Last Day on Earth. Cheery stuff. When the party's truly over and all is said and done, will you look back and feel fulfillment or wish you had more fun? Can you ever really know if you have tried your best, settled scores and made amends, forgiven all the rest? If this was truly final, no explanation why, could you truly say you're satisfied when you say goodbye? And rather than that, trying to sound like a morose thing, more a call to action for doing the best we can and living life the best we can. It is a gift to be here, and it's been such a strange, weird, and awful time in many ways, but other people and the ones we love make it worthwhile, make it a special occasion. Anyway, we're going to hand over in a few minutes to my good friend Scott Macdonald, live from Glasgow in Scotland. My name is Jamie McGeechan. I hope you're all doing well, having a good weekend. Thanks so much for joining us. It really does make all the difference having you here with us. So in just a few minutes, we're going to hand over to Scott Macdonald. Go and make yourself a wee cup of tea or a coffee. And we'll hand over to Scott. We're going to go live to Scott just now. Hi, Scott. How are you doing?
All right.
How are you doing, sir?
Okay. Can you hear me okay?
I can indeed. How are you doing? How's your weekend doing?
You sounded good there, Jamie.
Thanks so much. I just can't wait to actually, obviously, gig in person again. That's going to be amazing. I miss it so much. But thank goodness we've got the internet to connect with folk. And yeah, where in the world are you? You're in Glasgow, aren't you? In Glasgow.
Yes, just Mulgai, just north side.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I see the new Young poster in the background there.
Yes, that's when he played in Edinburgh, the solo gig.
Amazing, amazing.
That was good.
I couldn't help but seeing wee Sandy the dog about 10 minutes ago. Which
he's just there. He'll no doubt appear at some point.
Absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. It's been a wee while since we gigged together.
Yes, I don't know when that last gig was. 6 years ago or something.
That's
is it?
You were saying Shawlands.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was the thing down in Alloway at the Burns Museum, but I couldn't hear.
That was older. That was longer ago. The Shawlands gig was the, what's it called now? You know that it's a proper wee venue. It's a proper pay to get in job with seats and all that in the corner. What's it called? And it's got a cafe when you go into it.
Oh,
it's right up the back.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
Know what you mean.
We both played there.
I'll come back to you with the name later on, but I do.
I know.
Nice wee place.
The shed, not the shed, the something like that.
Just up from that, the place that does do a lot of vegan food.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the name of it. But no,
Aye, it's a good wee venue.
so many great places.
The Gate? No, the Gate. No, can't remember.
So many brilliant places to play in Glasgow and around Scotland.
Yeah.
We'll get there again. We'll go back there.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. So I'll hand over to you now, Scott. I'll hand over
Yeah.
to you.
Do I have to do anything?
Well, it's up to you.
No, I don't have to. I don't have to hit any buttons, do I?
No, you're absolutely grand. Absolutely grand.
Yeah.
But it's such a pleasure to see you. Such a pleasure to see you.
Can I make a noise then?
Aye, here we go.
Great.
Lovely.
Right, just say when.
When?
Can I? Good evening. Song called Hazy Lady. It goes like this. Nothing stays the same for long. Dreams are floating in the setting sun. Hope they move around all day. Let's fly over to the winter haze. Smoke is rising from the wooden boats. Drinking whiskey with the lip on fold. Telling tales of the winded guy. In the cabin where the captain's high. And another night's they dance. The pipes are playing, the old folks dance. Start light up the sky. Air's clear and the mood is high. Come on, hazy lady. She dances close to the water's edge. She don't seem to care. Life is great, you don't give a damn. Looking for another way. Living easy always. As the wind of change moves on, nothing stays the same for too long. And another lights they dance. The pipes are playing, the old folks dance. Stars light up the sky. The air is clear and the mood is high. Come on, hazy lady. She dances close to the water's edge. She don't seem to care. Life is great, you don't give a damn. We're floating in sheltered love, living easy with the tide as one. Live the life the best you can. Live the life of a free man. And another lights they dance. The pipes are playing, the old folks dance. Start light up the sky. The air is clear and the mood is high. Come on, hazy lady. She dances close to the water's edge. She don't seem to care. Life is great, you don't give a damn. Give a damn. Pipes are playing at the old folks' dance, stars bright up the sky. The air is clear and the mood is high. Full moon, hazy lady, the dance is close to the water's edge, but she don't seem to care. Life is straight and you don't give a damn. Give a damn. High note to finish it off there. Yeah, so that's my latest tune. You'll find that somewhere on the internet, I think, Spotify maybe even. It's called Hazy Lady. And thanks for having me. Thanks, Jamie. It's nice to hear your magic voice again, which sounds always reminds me of David Gray a wee bit, who had a big hit. Oh, a few couple big hits. And just before he had his big hit, I had a tour set up all around the Highlands with David Gray. A friend of mine set up a tour, wee quirky places, old inns and hotels and village halls. We're just about to go on tour, and then all of a sudden it was cancelled because he was hitting the charts, top 10 or whatever, and all of a sudden he was catapulted to these huge venues, and that was it. And I was left to do it on my own. But it was okay though. This is a song about touring around Scotland. It goes like this. There's a place I found on the northern line where the rivers run deep, air is fine, skies are heavy and the clouds are low. The river of life overflows you. Yes, it's true. If you go up to the north end, you'll find a peace of mind for you. When the broom is out, the travellers go out onto the roads. They roam with the boat tents and the traveller tales, living life from the perils they sell to you. Yes, it's true. If you go up to the north, you'll find a peace of mind for you. On a heart of gold in this Highland town, heart of gold in this Highland town, heart of gold, there for you. From Ireland to the Kintyre shores, Island Mall to Old Shore Moor, I'm heading off to Gairloch Bay. I'm gonna watch the dolphins dance today for you. Yes, it's true. If you go up to the north, you'll find a peace of mind for you. On a heart of gold in this Highland town, a heart of gold in this Highland town, a heart of gold there for you. find a peace of mind for you. On a heart of Northern's Highland town. Heart of Northern's Highland town. Heart of gold. There for you. Yeah, so it's a bit of an answer to Neil Young was searching for the heart of gold, and I found it. Found it in the Highlands of Scotland. So if you want to know where it is, give us a wee message and I'll tell you. It was actually written in Isle of Egg, which was an amazing weekend we had there playing music. This is a song about Queen of the Hebrides and her son called Summerled, who was the founder of the Macdonald clan. Because of this, it's called Queen of the Hebrides. She was born in the winter in the dead of night in the gale of sleet and snow. In the cool and the chiefs arrived and the pipers from Glencoe. For 7 days and 7 nights they partied long and hard. Then sailed into the frozen mist on the shores of Loch Down. She's the queen of the mountains. She's the queen of the sea. She's the queen of the heaven. She's the queen of the free. She's the queen of the Hebrides. That's Sandy. Shut it. She turned into a goddess, such beauty never seen. Skin the colour of the snow and the eyes of ice cream. Her long red hair lights up the sky whenever she lands. With Finn McCool, the warrior on the shores of Loch Down. She's the queen of the mountains. She's the queen of the seas. She's the queen of the heavens. She's the queen of the free. She's the queen of the Hebrides. She had a son summer, it's oh so long ago. He ruled a waste on the Isle of Man as far as he could roam. His long blonde hair lights up the sky whenever he danced. Within the cool warrior on the shores of Loch Ness. She's the queen of the mountains. She's the queen of the seas. She's the queen of the heavens. She's the queen of the free. She's the queen of the Hebrides. She's the queen of the Hebrides. Hebrides. Well, Sandy had to get in on the act. Hold on, I'll go and get him. This is the wee toe rag. It was him that made all that noise, him that knocked the light over, and him that wants all the attention, and him that doesn't like the fact that I am not giving him attention. Get the ball right. Come on, I'll go. Okay, fine. Something a wee bit more laid back. Come on with me now. Come on, we found a secret place to worship. Secret place for you and me. Down by the rock rose, behind the trees, found a secret place to worship. Secret place for you and me. Come on with me now. Come on with me. Found a secret place to worship. Thank you very much. That's it's actually a true story about people that used to go to this place on the side of Loch Lomond called the Devil's Pulpit. Not a Devil's Pulpit, sorry, Pulpit Rock. Devil's Pulpit is another place quite near here. And I used to have these secret ceremonies at night. Back in the old days. So yeah, I'm going to play a song now about a community that head off to a new world, a sailboat that they have built themselves, heading off into the unknown. The sails are up, taking us on a place we've never been to before. Eyes on the horizon, we're moving fast to the rhythm in our hearts. There is a fire, it's in us all. We stand together, standing tall, with hope to guide us. We cannot fall. With you, my love, deep by my side. This is our future, this is our time. There is a fire, it's in us all. Moving on, moving on. I've seen the future written on stone. Moving on. Got to fight for the right to be free. Got to fight for the right to have peace. Moving on. Yeah, that's a true story. Many's a true story of that, of these words, I guess. And this is a song about Glasgow. It goes like this. Called Soul City. I met a man on Union Street. Standing tall, he said to me, follow your heart, be true to your soul. You'll find a content road. We're in the Soul City. Soul, yeah. There's a soul in this city. Yeah, yeah. Lives are living on their sleeves. The lines are there for you to see. They got time for you and me. They don't judge what they see. We're in the Soul City. So, yeah. There's a soul tried living in this home. The fight is on, they can't all go. There's nothing in the world comes close to this. The passion cries, love is great. This is a soul city. So, yeah. There's a soul in this city. Yeah. We're a man. Beating for your hearts. We're a woman. The queen of hearts. We're life. It shines so bright. City, there's a soul, yeah. There's a soul in this city, yeah, yeah. Soul. Hope you like that song. Okay, I'm going to do one more, and thank you so much for listening, and thank you, Jamie, for having me. And Sandy, shut it. Where's the ball? It's a song called The Caravan Song. Pack my bags to get away. Been a long time, I must say. Heading out west, 'cause I'll love you and me and stars above. So hey, we're alright. Nothing in the world feel like you do. You know I love you too. Oh, come on, stop feeling you and me. We go way back. We traveled the world. We had a hell of a time. Yeah, now we're back to this land of change. Feels so good to be home again. So hey, we're alright. Nothing in the world can make me feel like you do. You know I love you too. Oh, come on, feel good. Oh, if you're feeling low, don't go down that rocky road. It doesn't matter what some people say. One more time. So hey, we're alright. Nothing in the world can make me feel like you do. You know I love you too. Come on, feeling blue. come on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Scott. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing?
Well, I enjoyed that. It's been a while since I've played these songs.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're sounding fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I do. So, I mean, your songs are so descriptive about living in Scotland and Scottish locations, which is brilliant. I'm sure everyone's really enjoying that. I take it, you know, I mean, it sounds like such a simple question, but is Scotland a big influence in your music?
Yeah. I suppose it is, definitely. Yeah, I'm very patriotic, I guess. We country, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. And what's your story with the music? How did you get started?
Well, I was played the guitar when I was really young, and then got into the punk rock scene, and then could you put that echo off my voice?
Should be sorted.
Is that now? That's fair. It's really difficult there. So, down a tunnel. Yeah, I really get into the whole punk rock thing, the Clash. Saw them playing live, and that got me to get an electric guitar, and then it got me the bug of making music. And so when I was about 17, 18, we had this wee band going. We played at school, then we went out and played in venues in town, and it was great, you know, it was exciting. We get into the flanger pedals and all that, and yeah, it was great. And then I got a job, and it all kind of went to this, you know. And then next thing I knew, I started getting another guitar, and I get into it because I discovered Neil Young and all these sort of folk, and the whole kind of a John Martin and that whole Nick Drake, that acoustic scene, Island Records. I loved all that. So I was turning into a bit more of a hippie then, you know, from a punk. And then, well, basically my dad died, and that's what made me pick the guitar up and just go for it. And I just thought, what the hell, you'll hear once. And I went off to Australia, and I toured around Australia and came back. And I just started playing around the Highlands I'm still doing it for 20 odd years, playing gigs, festivals, anywhere that would have me, you know, all kinds of places. I've slept on every floor in the west of Scotland, I think, you know.
Well, what's the experiences like being with touring as a Scottish musician? I mean, you've played in America, you played in Australia. Can you talk a wee bit about that?
Well, Sandy's in here. Well, don't busk in Australia during the day. I learned that, you know.
How no?
Yeah. And if you want to get heat stroke, sunstroke, yeah. I learned that the hard way. And I saw Xavier Rudd playing. Have you heard of him?
He's really talented.
Busking as well. And yeah, it was great. We travelled it across. It was a whole adventure, you know. But the first time I ever did a solo gig, nerve-wracking, with my name in a poster and me on my own, was as far away as could possibly go from Glasgow. It was in a place called Fremantle in Perth. You know, of course, there's one guy who knew me, you know, Chris is that guy. As you get, you know, well, you're not that guy from Christ. Anyway, so yeah, that was good. And then kind of built my confidence up from that a wee bit. And then by the time I came back here, I was like, right, okay, go and play pubs. And I remember one of the early gigs I had here was a bar in Paisley, and the guy was like, it's a kind of what was it, like a 5 o'clock start? So that's a bit like an early one, you know. I didn't think the Waterloo Bar or something like that, you know. I thought, right, okay, 100 quid. Oh, that's great, 100 quid. I want you to play. And as soon as I walked in, he's like, can you play When the Saints Go Marching In? I says, aye. You know, but the first song I ever learned, first song the guitar teacher taught me was the Saints Go Marching In. Oh, when the Saints go marching in, I want to hear that drum. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Anyway, St Mirren had just won the Scottish Cup. I signed that for, honestly, it must have been 3 hours. This one song the whole night. The whole place was just a riot, you know.
Amazing.
Yeah,
St Mirren, all the way from Paisley, the Buddies.
Yeah, I was born in Paisley, so I felt like, well, I was born here, you know, so that's kind of, you know, got away with it.
Right, Paisley's got a rich musical heritage.
Oh, aye.
Gary
Rafferty. You know, I was actually listening to the radio today, and it was Al Stewart. You know Al Stewart, The Year of the Cat.
Is he a crooner?
Al Stewart, well, he's got The Year of the Cat. Incredible song, you know. He's from Glasgow originally. Aye. Do you know the song The Year of the Cat?
I know the name.
You got to check it out after this. It's incredible. Recorded in Abbey Road, and it's got the backing, the bass and the drums from the song "Come Up and See Me Smile."
Right, classic.
You know. You done it all. Anyway, that's a classic. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I toured a lot of the islands all around, loads of different, you know, festivals. And it's been a riot, you know.
Absolutely.
Hard going, physically hard going, you know.
Aye, because whenever I would kind of do gigs up in Perthshire or Aviemore or Inverness, I would often see your name on posters as well, and that is something we gigging in Scotland because it's quite a small place.
Yeah.
You know, you're playing places and you're seeing, oh, Scott's over there, just like over in Mull.
I know.
And I'm here. I can't go and see you because I'm gigging here, but it's nice to know we're out and about.
No, I loved it. I used to get paid just to go to these beautiful places, you know. And I now started painting them. Have you seen my paintings?
I was going to ask you about this because you're a brilliant, you know, artist musically, but you also paint as well. I'd love to hear more about that.
This is what. I'll show you one. Right? Oh, there's one up here. Right? And this is Isle of Arran.
Gorgeous. Aye, Scott is a very talented painter as well as a brilliant musician, and you've got to see his artwork. It's gorgeous.
That's I just framed that one today. That's a place, and he's a musician that stays here, right? He's a brilliant guy, up top of the hill, Loch Ranza, and he makes the wee stone men. His name's Reg. He's brilliant, you know. And that's a painting of the road up to his house, you know. So that's one of the kind of things that I do, you know.
Absolutely. And your paintings, some of them are displayed on your website, aren't they?
Aye.
If people would like to see some wonderful paintings of Scotland.
This is what happens when you have a pandemic, you know. Now that's the beach from Local Hero. You know the film Local Hero?
I do indeed. That's gorgeous.
That's Camastarak Beach, it's called. And that's the islands of Egg. Remember I sang that song, Found a Heart of Gold?
Absolutely.
Well, that was written on that island there. That's called the Skewer. That was named by the Vikings. That was the Skewer, that peak there. That was how they could find a way to navigate by using that, you know. And that's the Isle of Egg. That was quite a famous island. That's just, you know.
And your songs are very visual. Does your music inspire your painting, or does your painting inspire your music?
It's all one, to be honest. It's all kind of, you know, I just love these places so much. And part of the reason to play music was also to see the Highlands of Scotland, was to travel around it all. I remember before I started playing, I was up in a place called Steen Inn in Skye, and I couldn't really play a tune there. I could play a few sort of things, you know. I remember sitting in the bar at night, and the guy came in with his guitar and set up, sang, you know, all night, entertained us all, and get paid and left. I thought, I want to do that. I did. I remember just like, I want to do that. And then I saw Tom Petty the last time he came to Glasgow. I saw him playing, and he just smiled. I went, I want to do that, you know. And I thought, yeah, really hard to do it, you know, to get in front of people. It's nerve-wracking. People think that you're dead confident, but you know, you're still a nervous wreck, you know.
Absolutely.
Because
I mean, I think, you know, a lot of musicians are actually not necessarily the most extroverted people, but you get on that stage and for that half an hour, whatever, you've kind of got to come out yourself a wee bit to engage with people.
yeah,
Which
they're just human at the end of the day as well. They're not, you know, it's like you still care, you still feel like, oh gosh, you know, that's part of it. If you weren't nervous, they wouldn't have an edge, you know. You wouldn't care, I suppose.
exactly. I mean,
You
it
know
can
what I
be
mean?
quite interesting when you're there to entertain people, and you know, people are people. They're not always having the best time of their lives, but you know, something as a musician, as an entertainer, you can gear them up a
Aye,
bit.
if somebody shouts it, I play one that you know, you go, I know it's great. That's lovely to travel, meet people, play music, write songs, you know. Um, and you know, and the old days when you used to sell CDs at all your gigs, you know, started off selling tapes, then it was CDs, and now it's like you get your CDs out and like nobody's got a CD player, you know.
I know.
Well, I think my dad's got one, so you know. Yeah, so
Your
changed
music's
days.
online as well, though, isn't it? You can purchase your music online.
Yes, I'm on Bandcamp. If you just Google Scott Macdonald music, you'll find my website. A link to my stuff, my paintings and my music, and yeah, I'm on Facebook as well, like everyone else. You know, I've got stuff on Spotify, which but you're better to get the real thing off of me direct, a higher quality.
I agree. Always the way.
And
Direct.
and you're helping the musician. If you go on Spotify, it's fine to go on Spotify to hear it, but it's great if you could maybe donate towards musician a wee bit, get keep in touch as well that way. The next releases. But yeah, I've done stuff with a fiddle player from Skye called Farker, who's brilliant. That's an album called Hope Street. That's worth a listen. I think it's good.
Is that Hope reference from Hope Street in Glasgow, perhaps?
Yes. Yeah, that's a song called Hope Street.
That'd be lovely to hear.
You've got high hopes.
I do.
This is Hope Street. Sounds of life, sounds of hope, sound of children growing up, and the sound of batter, and the sound of slate, fishing boats and waves. The rain is falling on your caravan. It's Sunday morning in the frying pan, and the pipes are playing, dun dun dun, marching through the tune. It's the Northern Lights, Atlantic shores, the newborn life in the city homes. It's a changing times, make them yours. We're on Hope Street. I'll do it. Short version. If you want to hear more, get on the internet.
Absolutely brilliant. So that's Hope Street.
Hope Street, yeah. Let's get fiddle in it. Yeah.
Many a good night out in Glasgow on Hope Street.
Okay. Yes, the 3-in-1 pizzas and the taxi ranks and all that. Yeah. Yep.
I miss all that. What's your
well, we've not had anything for over a year now, have we? Well, about a year now since it's the lockdown. Weird.
And this is what it has. Obviously, it is and continues to be tough on everyone. But certainly, you really are keen to get back out gigging, in person again. Because as much as it's brilliant, we've got the internet. Obviously, we can't beat being together. And I know people will be so keen.
Yeah.
Return to that, but there was a good comment on the Facebook page saying people need each other more than ever now. With this, it might have kind of reframed just how much we value actually spending time with each other again, the social.
I know it's going to be different. I mean, there's a lot of people probably going to think actually they'll go to the office and then they'll go, actually no, I can't be bothered with this now. I can actually do this from the house. So there's going to be a lot more. Going to be, and a lot of people are going to be at first desperate to see each other and go, no, it's all right. It's actually quite good working from home. But it's yeah, it's a weird time, isn't it? All in all, but just hope things can only improve. I'll get the.
Absolutely. And would you like to come back to the US to do some gigs in the future?
Oh, of course, that'd be great. Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
It was a while ago. I played over there. Gosh, how long ago? It'd be about 8 years ago. That was amazing. Yeah, I've been to Canada as well. That was great. Everyone that came, everyone in the audience, the grandpa was Scottish, the dad was Scottish, and it was fantastic. And they really appreciate it,
Absolutely.
Appreciate the music.
Let's make it happen again. Let's go and do a wee tour when we can together.
Yeah,
be amazing.
Absolutely, that'd be good. Yeah, too right, man.
Can it happen soon enough? Well, I'm hoping next year for sure. But that would be brilliant. I'd love to go and do that with you. It'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for joining me, Mr. Scott Macdonald. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And for the folks out there, you can find Scott online at scott-macdonald.co.uk. And please do go on his website. It's brilliant artwork, brilliant music. And I'm sure you're always happy to hear from people as well.
Yeah, thank you. That'd be nice.
So thanks, folks. Wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. And thanks so much for sharing your time with us this afternoon or this evening. It's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from him.
Good night. So nice to see you. So nice to see you. All the best.
Bye.
Cheers, folks. Take care. And we'll be back with another Sounds from Scotland next month, live on the American Scottish Foundation Facebook page, third Sunday of the month from 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. GMT.
Oh.
All the best, folks. Take care. See you later. Thank you.